Could blind someone, they look at it the wrong angle. Bloody Justice. Big discus clothesline attempt. Ahmed able to counter into a German suplex. Let's make sure that I'm coming through loud and clear this time. Check, check, 1, 2. Can you hear me? We don't want another mishap like what transpired last night on Shockwave. I know you were all crying. You were in the fetal position, rocking back and forth when you had to watch that first match without my beautiful voice. Oh, well, there's AK Bunny. The combined effort of Jeremy Barmore and Alric just eliminating the Anarchy champion. He's the first one out of here. And blessed, by the way, Bread, you beauty, you, for the sub. Bloody Justice going off the second rope there. Ahmed able to catch him with a punch to the gut as CJ Eddie with a shin breaker. And so far over these last couple of weeks, we've seen guys Eric Myers and Ben Stacy qualify for the King of the Hill match at Absolution, who will be joining them. We also have another Queen of the Hill qualifier later on tonight, guys. But how about our main event? Inside of a steel cage, the greatest global champion of all time, Bob Luger, one-on-one with that big oaf, Shaquille O'Neal, and your basketball legend gonna have his arm broken in half by the work ethic titan right here tonight. And again, Ellie Quinn free viewing. Could you ask for any more than that? And I don't want a single person mentioning a casual affair. You will be banned. I get a big moonsault there to no one by CJ Eddie. Again, really risky to be utilizing those sort of high flying maneuvers in a battle royal matchup so easily. You could slip and end up eliminating yourself. There are no pins, there are no submissions. You got to throw your opponent over the top rope. Both their feet got to hit the floor in order for them to be eliminated. And the winner here advances to Absolution, guys, to compete in the King of the Hill match. The opportunity to headline Ascendance 13, live from Detroit, Michigan. A world championship opportunity. Eddie gonna go off the rope. Stomp to the longest reigning champion of the modern era here in CMV. One half of the former Octane Tag Team Champions. Obviously a short-lived reign for himself and Corvo Jack. Defeated it by Aaron Stone and Xander Slate, but we'll see Corvo Jack one-on-one a bit later on with Aaron Stone. Alaric here with that tombstone pile driver, as meanwhile CJ Eddie looks to potentially take out the biggest man of the match. No, what's he going for? A muscle buster. Take it down. Oh, and a pile driver at the same time by Alaric there, delivered to Ahmed. Bloody Justice. Oh, there goes Ahmed and Jeremy Barmore. Wow. 2 eliminations just like that. And we are down to Bloody Justice, Alaric, and CJ Eddie. But Alaric might be the next to go. CJ Eddie going to try to take him out of here. Teetering, but able to hang on for dear life. Eddie's not giving up, though. He's trying to shove him off the best he can, but Alaric's got that gorilla-like grip here, man. Hanging on for dear life. There's Bloody Justice with a beautiful back suplex side slam. Alaric just going to slap the knee right there. It's not very effective. Counter there into the DDT. CJ Eddie's got the right idea. And we just want to say thank you again. A big shout out, guys, to Victory Inc. for allowing us to bring Octane to you live from the Victory Inc. warehouse here. Obviously, our production crew, our ringside workers, backstage help, graphics team, everybody walking out alongside Ellie Quinn, a bunch of quitters. But thanks to Kai Victory and his team, we are still able to bring to you this amazing episode of Octane, and Alaric's eliminated. Wow! CJ Eddie takes out Alaric. We are down to 2. CJ Eddie and Bloody Justice. But a big back body drop there by BJ. A former undisputed world champion. He's looking to perhaps get back to the mountaintop, but he's got to get through CJ Eddie first. Tries for a knee, wildly misses. But now an Irish whip, Bloody Justice off the ropes. Eddie going to try to go low. Pele kick there. Shoved back as Justice gets to his feet. Not the type to move very fast, Bloody Justice, but in a matchup like this, you can't afford to mosey around. You got to be on your toes. As quick as can be, it's going to benefit CJ Eddie. Big clothesline. As you see Eddie contemplating here, you can't afford to waste time like this, though, and especially against someone like Bloody Justice, too, a veteran. I'm not sure what Eddie's thinking. He better think fast, though. Gonna drag Bloody Justice into the corner. Hang on a second. Is CJ Eddie going to absolution? Elbow there by Justice. An Irish whip now. Eddie into the corner. And Bloody Justice, can he get him up and over? Eddie up on the top. He's hanging on. Bloody Justice, can he get out of here? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Bloody Justice is going to absolution. Bloody Justice qualifies for King of the Hill. And what a lineup already. Eric Myers, Ben Stacy, and now Bloody Justice for the King of the Hill match. But there's still 3 spots left to fill. CJ Eddie with an impressive performance in this matchup. He's able to eliminate Jeremy Barmore and Alaric. But in the end, the veteran instincts of Bloody Justice able to pay off. There was Alaric taken out by Eddie. But Bloody Justice was quick on his feet, and there you see Chuck and Eddie out. Bloody Justice punches his ticket to absolution. Well, classic Bloody Justice turning off the lights for... He's acting like he just won the Super Bowl or something. Look, this is just the qualifier. Calm down a little bit there. Fucking pyro and everything. All right. Settle. You still got quite a few steps to go, BJ, before you actually headline Ascendance 13. And coming up next, my friends, Silas Blackwell already in the ring. Here comes Emmett Jones with Blackwell with a knee to the side of the head before the matchup has even started. And all over the former Farmer Boy. Referee's trying to get him to cool down before this matchup is thrown out. And Emmett attempting to recover the best he can. The bell has now officially rung, and Blackwell going to continue his attack. The start of a very long night for the Regulators, and it is not off to a good start for Emmett Jones. Of course, we're going to see the double debut. Moeller Nemeka of the 400 taking on Johnny Emerald, the newest member of the Regulators, and also Corvo Jack Aaron Stone one-on-one later on. But obviously, the tension has boiled over between these two, who found themselves caught in the middle of the what started as a bit of a love affair between Aaron Stone and Xander Slater now has soured, causing an interesting situation because, of course, Xander Slater and Aaron Stone, the current Octane Tag Team Champions. But Stone turned down Slate's offer to join the 400. Slate turned down Stone's offer to join the Regulators. And after Slate insulted Aaron Stone's brotherhood, Stone told him to watch himself, and now he's got a little bit of a stalemate going on. We saw Aaron Stone bring in Johnny Emerald to join the Regulators, so Xander Slate responded by introducing the world to Moeller Nemeka, the newest member of the 400. As the two sides do battle here tonight. There's that vintage Butterfly neckbreaker from Silas Blackwell into the pin, but a kick out at 1. Emmett Jones obviously at a disadvantage after that cheap shot before the bell rang. We'll see Blackwell roll to the outside of the ring. Emmett Jones going to be on him, though. Like a monkey on a cupcake, not letting him get far. Scooped up and dropped on the apron, which of course we all know, the absolute hardest part of the ring. It's going to track the back of Blackwell, and a knee to the side of the head, certainly not going to help. Emmett starting to take control now. As Blackwell gets thrown, ribs first into the side of the steel steps, but he's able to get back to his feet. Headbutt. Jones seeing red right now. You can't necessarily blame him. All the trash talk over these last few weeks, and then that knee to the side of the head as Emmett Jones was getting into the ring. My God, what is this? Impaler DDT onto the hardwood floor, guys, and Silas Blackwell's out cold. Emmett Jones back into the ring, and I think he's going to take this one by countout. The former farmer boy picking up a countout win over Silas Blackwell, making him pay for that pre-match ambush. And someone might have to check on Blackwell. He is out cold right now. Look at this devastating Impaler DDT, guys, on the wood floor, and Blackwell entirely unconscious as Jones picks up the countout win. Well, as the Bloody Twit would say, a countout win is a win, and that's a good start to the night for the Regulators. But it's far from over between these two and their factions at large. Silas Blackwell gets help to the back. Get checked out by our medical crew. Could have a concussion right there, as if things couldn't get any worse. Only a few weeks ago he lost his eye, but we've got a hell of a matchup coming up next year. It's a night of debuts. Like I said, we're going to see Muller Nemeka taking on Johnny Emerald later on, but right now, guys, Max Cutter preparing to meet Bernie Rose. One-on-one in Rose's CMV debut, and it was Bernie Rose who said last week, Max Cutter seems like the kind of guy that needs a little bit of love in his life, and Cutter responded saying, yeah, the last thing I need is love right now. The only thing I need is the Anarchy Championship back around my waist. Whereas AK Bunny at Octane Cyber Slam Edition took the Anarchy Championship from Max Cutter. Cutter did all he could to cost Bunny the Anarchy Championship last week on Octane when Bunny was defending it against Emmett Jones, but AK Bunny was able to overcome and indeed did retain the championship. Well, Max Cutter has made it very clear he is more than willing to end AK Bunny's career before it really even gets a chance to properly begin, if it means getting back that Anarchy Championship of his. But here is our first proper introduction to the Love Machine, Bernie Rose, arriving here on Octane. He's a lover and a fighter, and if Max Cutter isn't interested in love, then Bernie Rose gonna give him those fists, and not in that way. Get your mind out of the gutter. Talk about meat. Bernie Rose is packing, but he's more than just good looks. Once that bell rings, we'll see what he's all about. So here we go. Max Cutter looking to work out some frustrations. Bernie Rose hoping for a successful debut and perhaps to give Cutter some much needed love. Collar and elbow tie-up. Obviously, you can see this Bernie Rose, a massive man. But Max Cutter is still able to overpower him and push him into the corner here. Cheap shot by the former Anarchy champion that somehow busted open Max Cutter. All right, then. Very, very fragile. As Cutter now goes for a bite, trying to chop off the nose of Rose. And you see this choke. Careful, though. Max Cutter is so agitated. He's going to get himself disqualified here. Big clothesline by Rose. He wastes no time. Showing off what he's brought to the dance here. Back to the corner of time, but we see once more Max Cutter is able to push Rose into the corner. On another cheap shot. Referee's warning Cutter. He's got to be careful. His anger boiling over, and it's going to cost him this matchup. Collar and elbow tie up again. This time Rose able to shove Cutter back. Oh, and I think that was a thumb to the eye right there by Cutter, which sets Rose up to eat that springboard drop kick. Cutter says that nobody's going to stand in his way. He will not rest until he is once again the Anarchy champion. Fisherman's driver here with the bridge to pin. One, and only a 1 count. Bernie Rose quick to crawl out of the corner here, get himself up to his feet. Cutter is on him, though, like peanut butter on jelly. Swings him around. And Bernie getting his arm nearly pulled off here. Absolutely relentless is the violent one. Kick to the back of the knee. Yeah, this is not going well for Bernie Rose. I think he picked the wrong one. Big boot to the side of the head as blood trickles down the face of Max Cutter. Rose, this one could be over before it really even begins. Welcome to CMV. Bernie Rose gives him the old snake eyes in the corner. And a stomp to the gut. Another one, but Bernie able to see that one coming. Gets up a boot. And now in the middle of the ring, an Irish whip attempted, able to counter that though. And over the top rope, onto the apron, trying to hang on. Nice counter there by the Love Machine. Back into the ring. And Max Cutter's waiting for him with a European uppercut. And Cutter, obviously not impressed so far with the Love Machine. Waits for him to get to his feet from behind. German suplex. Rose needed a momentary breather, but he ain't running. Back into the ring where again Max Cutter pounces on him. Dragged into the corner, face first off that top turnbuckle. I don't know what Bernie Rose has to do here. Well, he has to do something and fast. Look at how Max Cutter just trying to rip him apart. Send a message to the Anarchy champion, AK Bunny. Oh, and another big boot to the side of the head. Bernie Rose, guys, is getting dominated right now. I do not think this is how he was wanting to make his debut, but he's trying to spread a little bit of love, and all Max Cutter's trying to do is spread more hate. Only a 1 count there. On the corner, Max Cutter, we've seen him hit this before. A kick right upside the head. Gonna scramble the brains of the Love Machine. As Cutter looks to finish him off just like that. Vintage Cutter, Dragon Sleeper is locked in. But can he get the tap here out of Bernie Rose? No, Rose is barely able to hang in there. Cutter releases the hold to continue the punishment now. The referee might have to stop this one low-key. I mean, Bernie Rose was a punch in the gut. There is still love left. Elbows to the side of the head. Everything Rose tries to do, Max Cutter just instantaneously shuts him down. Goes low. Big clothesline there by Bernie. He can finally mount the comeback chop to the top of Max Cutter's head. And a stop to the shoulder. Tries for another. Cutter gets to his feet though. Looks for him a snap there. Cutter gonna run right at him. Gets caught now. Dragged into the corner. Bernie just gonna run him face first into the opposite corner. And right down into a half camel clutch, but Cutter's quickly out of that. Bernie Rose hoping for a chance to slow things down. Look at Max Cutter. Take your love and shove it up your ass. Vintage Andrew Briggs right there. The Shining Wizard clothesline combo, and now an elbow from Brett's rope. Bernie to his feet, looking like he's in La La Land right about now. And another snake eyes for the big man. He's now busted open. Springboard double boot stomp to the big old beefy belly. And Bernie Rose says, my brother, please give me just a second here. But Cutter says, no chance. Rose shoves him back as these two now at ringside. And he gets slammed. Face first off the apron. Rose with a spine buster onto the hardwood floor. Now that's how you turn things around. Maybe this one isn't over. Rose gonna follow up. Targeting the legs of Cutter, gonna throw him back into the ring now. The Love Machine coming to life, showing off the 18-inch pythons. Wrong time to do so. Max Cutter able to grab him as he's getting back into the ring now, up against the ropes. Back body drop that one down to ringside. Max Cutter goes. Certainly not a soft landing. Referee restarts his count as Bernie Rose tries to keep on Max Cutter here. We get him back into the ring. Yes, indeed. Rose not playing around here. Cutter scrambling to get to his feet as Bernie Rose. Oh my God! What a swinging side slam right there. And I'd say love most certainly hurts, but Max Cutter is able to kick out. In all sorts of trouble though is Cutter, as Rose drags him now into the corner. Turns him around. What the hell is Rose trying to set up for here? Cutter's able to get an elbow out. But Rose, into the fireman's carry position. Max Cutter eating the snake eyes. Rose. Oh my God. Insult to injury here as the Love Machine give Max Cutter his package right there. That's just going to piss Max Cutter off, though. Oh, and there's the Cutter. Out of nowhere, caught Bernie Rose. 1, 2. But the Love Machine keeps on kicking. Much to the chagrin, Max Cutter says, I'm not having it. A dirty pin, and the ref does not see it. But Bernie Rose is able to kick out. Not out of the woods yet, though. Irish whip into the corner, full steam ahead. Forearm smash takes down Bernie Rose, and Cutter gonna stomp his fucking skull in. Good night. 1, 2. What? Cutter cannot believe it. He's having absolutely none of it. But Bernie Rose, what a reversal! Knee up the ass! As from behind now, Irish whip off the ropes, drops down, tilt-a-whirl sidewalk slam. And Bernie with another rendition of that swinging side slam into the pin. 1, 2, but a kick out by Cutter. What a matchup this has become. I mean, the first 5 minutes or so absolutely dominated by Max Cutter, but what a comeback by Bernie Rose. And these two are just battering each other. Back to ringside now. Enzu lariat by Cutter. He slides back into the ring, but resets the count. And he looks to slow things down. Big shot. Nope. Bernie Sanders. Bernie Rose able to slip through his legs there. Oh, taking me back to the 2016 elections here. Irish whip into the ring. As Rose gonna try for a quick pin, and maybe he'll get lucky. 1, 2, no. Unfortunately, the wrestling gods not looking down on Bernie Rose. Gotta do it. Oh my God, a third slam from the Love Machine. 1, 2, what? How there is not a Max Cutter-sized hole in the canvas right now, I don't know. The piss and vinegar of Max Cutter not allowing him to stay down, man. Like you said, no one's going to stand between me and AK Bunny. Another hook to the eye, but off the ropes. Bear hug slam. Blood over the chest, into the pin, desperate. 1, 2, 3, and it's finally enough. But wait a minute, no time for Bernie to celebrate. He gets out of the ring as AK Bunny, with the Anarchy Championship right upside the head of Max Cutter. Is the night going to get any worse for the Violent One? Well, what a match that was, but, well, AK Bunny making a statement there saying, if you want this Anarchy Championship, you come and take it from me. Well, a great win for Bernie Rose in his debut. Obviously, though, his love was not strong enough to quell the hatred that there is currently being shared between Max Cutter and AK Bunny, as we saw there. But, well, speaking of a successful debut, guys, for Bernie Rose, one of these two men looking for the same, as here's our first look at Molar Nemeka, the newest addition for the 400. Xander Slate introducing him to the world last week after Aaron Stone had announced that Johnny Emerald would be joining the Regulators. So Slate trying to even the odds by bringing in this massive former German football player. And talk about meat. Well, this is also, guys, going to be our first look at Johnny Emerald, a longtime friend of Aaron Stone. And after Xander Slate refused to join the Regulators, Stone decided to go to Johnny Emerald, seeing how he felt about potentially coming to CMV to join up with the Regulators, and Emerald saying, hell yeah, let's do it. So the Regulators go stronger, and so does the 400. And again, we wonder what exactly is the fate of the Octane Tag Team titles currently held by Aaron Stone and Xander Slate, with Stone refusing to join the 400, Slate refusing to join the Regulators, and now these two sides in a little bit of a Cold War almost. Well, we saw earlier tonight, Emmett Jones did knock off Silas Blackwell by count out, and hopefully we get an update on Blackwell's condition after he got dropped onto the hardwood floor head first. We know that Stone's still set to be in action a little bit later on, taking on Corvo Jack. But how about our main event still to come, guys? Inside of the steel cage, the global champion Bob Luger, one-on-one with Shaquille O'Neal. But right now, it's a double debut, and Molar Nemeka is taking it to Emerald early on. Gonna show us his hops here. Wow, clearing that distance. It would have connected, but Emerald is able to roll out of the way. And into a collar double tie-up now. We see, obviously, there's Taryn Torres in the corner of Muller Nemeka. Meanwhile, Sophia E. Faith in the corner of Johnny Emerald. On double tie-up again. Muller Nemeka, a former German football player. I can only imagine those kicks have to be quite lethal. Emerald got to watch for those. A big man as well, though, as he drops. Emerald chest first across the top rope and feeling himself at the start of this. Oh, he's got Emerald from behind now. He's got him in a sort of, I don't know what the hell this is. A little bit of a seat belt, but Emerald's able to escape nonetheless. Now a waist lock applied. Able to break that though, and now Nemeka with one of his own. Taryn Torres up to at ringside. Great counter there into a side headlock. Sledgehammer slid into the ring by Taryn Torres, but our referee does see it. Gets rid of it in time. Emerald's got this side headlock cinched in quite tight. Nemeka able to get to his feet, but Emerald still has it locked in. There we go. Nicely done by Nemeka. Got some grabs here between these two. Sort of an arm bar currently applied by Nemeka. Oh, but able to escape out of it into an Irish whip. And Taryn Torres grabbing at the ankle, guys, there. Johnny Emerald. But look at Sophia E. Faith trying to get involved, distracting Muller Nemeka. And the referee says, you're both out of here. Taryn Torres and Sophia E. Faith ejected from ringside, trying to get involved in this matchup. Referee having none of it here or there. And now this match could resume uninterrupted. Hopefully, big clothesline by this German freak of nature. 1, 2, almost got it. Emerald in trouble now. Nemeka's not finished. Something nasty coming this way. Hammerlock here. Oh my God, spinning Michinoku driver into the pin. Emerald getting absolutely drilled right there, but he is still able to kick out. No qualms though. Muller Nemeka staying at it. Counter here into a power slam by Emerald though. And Emerald gonna try to fire back. Massive knee to the chin. That could be a knockout. But Emerald says, I ain't done with you. The cherry on top. Emerald, go to sleep. And is it snoozing time for the German? 1, 2, kick out. It's got a jaw of steel. But he is weary, crawling into the corner here, and Emerald gonna stick to him. Pulling at that arm. Up to the top. This ends very badly for Muller Nemeka, and he knows it. Oh, but a kick to the shin. Double knee face breaker. Up to the knee now as Nemeka could be on Dream Street. Johnny Emerald from the apron. Gonna take to the air for a knee to the jaw. He's definitely honing in on that jaw. Muller Nemeka. Another knee to the face. There's only so much more of this Nemeka can take. Emerald up to the top rope now. Non-stopping here for Johnny Boy. Off the top, Meteora. And that could do it, guys. What a onslaught by Emerald. But Nemeka is able to kick out. We are seeing the toughness fully on display by Muller Nemeka here. Not an easy man to put down, but the same can be said about Emerald. Let's look at now. Nemeka getting a little bit cheeky here with Johnny. Gonna run him down from behind. Insult to injury, but Emerald quickly gonna roll out onto the apron and attempt to recover. But Nemeka staying on him. Big right hook. Oh, gets guillotined. Quick shot right there by Emerald. Might give him the opening he needs. Back out onto the apron. Gorgeous elbow drop, but no, Muller Nemeka is able to get out of the way just in time. Off the ropes, Emerald is sent, big back elbow. Taryn Torres and Sophia E. Faith ejected from ringside. As we are seeing what both of these boys are worth here. Again, no, this time Emerald seen it coming. He got wise to the antics of Nemeka. Grab him on the rebound. Nemeka a little bit too fast, though. Got him with a snapmare. Picked up for a big boot. No, gets out of the way. Emerald with a knee to the face. God damn, man. And Nemeka just got blasted into another dimension. As we're going to form the back of the head. And Nemeka got to be on pure instinct alone, picking himself up in the corner. But that might be right where Johnny Boy wants him. Buckle bomb to the German. Into the pin. One. Just a one count? Huh? Unbelievable. Oh, and a shot from the apron. There's Nemeka, who's been busted open at this point. Back of the ring, dropped on top of his head. As Emerald tries to figure out a way to put this Muller Nemeka down. And Brett Trump double axe handle across the chest. Tries for a stop, though, Nemeka to his feet. Emerald not fast enough there, gets caught. And dragged here into the corner. Where Nemeka sets him up on the top rope. Oh, big clobbering blows to the midsection. And Nemeka gonna run, lifting knee to the gut, gonna knock Emerald all the way down to the outside of the ring. Look at the busted nose here of Muller Nemeka. I don't know how the hell this man's jaw isn't hanging on by a thread, but down to 3, gonna reset the count here. Pulls Emerald. Oh, swinging neck breaker onto the hardwood floor. Muller Nemeka hoping to fire back for the 400 after Emmett Jones picked up that win over Silas Blackwell earlier tonight. Oh, that would have been devastating. Emerald into the counter, though. Powerbomb attempt. Oh, and a back body drop. Looks like Emerald might have caught his leg on the steel steps. And into the steel steps again. Emerald, though, able to stop himself. Back in the ring at the count of 5. Caught from behind, though. European uppercut to the base of Johnny's skull. He tries to crawl into the corner, hoping for refuge with Muller Nemeka. Oh, no, gets caught with a kick to the gut. And Emerald, big forearm smash. Just can't keep Nemeka down, though, man. And goes low. This Nemeka. Alabama slam, perhaps. But a great reversal there by Emerald. Kick to the back of the head. What a matchup. This has been double debut. I can see why both these guys were recruited by Aaron Stone and Xander Slate, respectively. Emerald with a shot to the back of the knee. Emerald might be looking for it again. If you don't go to sleep the first time, you sure as hell will the second time. Nemeka, though, fighting back to his feet. Punches to the gut. Gonna force Emerald off him. Oh, still gets caught with a kick to the midsection. And a Jaeger bomb! Into the pin! 1, 2! Nemeka able to kick out Emerald, racking his brain right now. He's going into the corner. He's got to try something different, perhaps. Looking for a forearm in the back of the head again. Looking at that watch on his wrist tape, saying it's time. Go to sleep. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3 for Johnny Emerald. What a match. Now, someone's got to check and see whether or not Muller Nemeka's jaw is literally made of titanium steel. I don't know how the hell this man took as many knees to the face as he did in this match and kept on fighting. But in the end, Emerald was able to crack the code. How about this Michinoku driver, though? And that was a thing of beauty. One of the many knees directly to the jaw of Nemeka in this matchup. Well, Xander Slate most certainly cannot be happy with the results so far here tonight. Both Silas Blackwell and now Mo and Emeka taking the L's. What a very good night for the Regulators so far. But as we get ready, guys, for our next matchup here on Octane, episode 128, we're going to take a special look, guys, at what transpired earlier tonight before Octane went on the air. Zach Angel, who was supposed to be in action here tonight, had a matchup. Oh, that's not going to be happening in a moment. You'll see exactly why. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Can you hear me? Look, I was just grabbing some W. A man can't even grab a refill of W anymore? My word. Well, the action continues, my friends, here on Octane, episode 128. And as you saw there, well, Zach Angel obviously in no condition to compete in his scheduled matchup here tonight after Crow, who for the life of me, I do not know how Crow is not paralyzed in a wheelchair after Zach Angel threw him off the roof of the security office last month. But well, it might just be pure hatred alone driving Crow, as you saw earlier tonight, attacking Zach Angel in the parking lot outside of the warehouse, throwing him off the freaking scaffolding through a glass window pane. Hard to feel bad for Angel, though, when he straight up attempted to murder Crow last month. Well, meanwhile, it's time now. Ashley Rain one-on-one here with Giovanna Vance. And what a treat. We are once again blessed with the presence of our CEO, the Hall of Famer Shea Hoxton, in the building, fresh off of his victory last night against Tobias Jones. But obviously, guys, what happened afterwards that had most of the CM Universe talking. Tobias Jones, along with the rest of the venerated J-Team Austin Zero G champion Pink Star, launching a backstage attack. Tobias Jones not happy with the way that matchup ended. Not only Morgan attacking him, but then the fast count. Shea Hoxton, who claims he had nothing to do with that. Morgan was acting on his own. Tobias Jones had none of it, though. With the help of the rest of the venerated, laid out Undisputed World Champion Morgan and Shea Hoxton. Hoxton, in response, gave Tobias Jones what he wanted, but said he's going to live to regret it. And at Absolution, we will see Tobias Jones challenge Morgan for the Undisputed World Championship. But as Morgan said himself, after that matchup was made official, it's going to be your first ever shot at the Undisputed World Championship and your last ever shot. You are going to regret the day that you stepped up. I certainly have to agree. Tobias Jones is in over his head. Well, we've seen stranger things happen throughout CMV's history. That's for damn sure. As Ashley Rain currently in control here against Giovanna Vance. As Vance being punished for her tag team partner, Cassidy Vance, being amongst those who walked out alongside Ella Quinn, Celestia, and the rest. Stomped out right now by the Hall of Famer Ashley Rain, who goes up to Brett's rope and delivers a, oh my God, a swinging, like a complete shot variation right there. Grabs the arm, slams it off the canvas as Ashley Rain. Yamano able to fire back with a big dragon screw. Despite everything else, this is a huge opportunity for Giovanna Vance. Undoubtedly, it would be her biggest win yet here in CMV to knock off the three-time Women's World Champion in Ashley Rain. And look at this, Rain gets momentarily stunned by the big shout there by Giovanna. Dragging Rain into the corner, delivers some big, heavy knees to the midsection. God damn. One after the other, but Rain able to get to her feet, hooks the jaw, gonna spin her around. Sunny side down just like that. Ain't no playing around. 1, 2. Referee, I feel like a little bit slow getting in position for that pinfall there. And as you can see, we were able to find some replacement proper referees for the show here tonight. We're definitely thankful, though, last night on Shockwave to those of Permanence in the Killjoy Club who helped out big time filling in, but Victory Inc. was able to hire us some replacement refs, and I'd say so far they're doing an excellent job. Sliced oranges there by Rain, as Hoxton mainly has the referee distracted. Giovanna Vance, she's the one in over her head right now, and we're seeing that clear as day. Sunny side down a second time. And you can count to 100. 1, 2, 3. That's a win for the small but mighty one, and a dominant win at that. Hopefully Giovanna will think twice about joining her tag team partner in this no confidence movement. Giovanna knows what's right for her career. She'll make the right decision. A walk in the park for the Hall of Famer here tonight. And here was the bitter end for Giovanna. Man, sliced oranges. Probably over right there. With Ashley Rain making damn sure. Man, this one was done and dusted with a second rendition of Sunny Side Down for the easy peasy lemon squeezy uno dos tres. And come on, ref, show some damn respect. That's the Hall of Famer. A great win for Ashley Rain. No, 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 no. And we are into our tertiary main event here, my fine feathered friends, on Octane episode 128, brought to you Ellie Quinn free. What a night it's been so far for the Regulators, guys. Not only Emmett Jones defeating Silas Blackwell, but Johnny Emerald as well, knocking off Muller Nemeka in a fantastic matchup. And well, Aaron Stone hoping to make it a clean sweep here as he gets set to go one-on-one with Corvo Jack. Stone to come up next in our co-event. Another Queen of the Hill qualifier, but our main event, guys, steel cage match as the global champion Bob Luger looks to put that washed up, has-been hack Shaquille O'Neal in his place. And the big question right now is, guys, what is the deal with the Octane Tag Team titles? Aaron Stone refused to join the 400. Xander Slate having none of joining the Regulators. But Aaron Stone and Xander Slate are your current Octane Tag Team champions. I don't know if you've ever had a situation like this before. They defeated the team of Corvo Jack and Alaric last week to win the gold. Corvo Jack hoping to fire back here tonight. It's an embarrassment for someone like Corvo Jack, who, since arriving here in CMV, has a stellar record. He now officially only has 2 losses to his name. He was not the one pinned, though, in that championship match last week, but I'm sure he's eager to get those Octane Tag Team titles back. We're looking to perhaps earn he and Alaric that opportunity by defeating Aaron Stone here tonight one-on-one. And I knew Corvo Jack, this is a man of great integrity and a man who I know sees the future that Shea Hoxton is attempting to build for CMV. And Corvo Jack not amongst those ignoramuses, those fools, alongside Ellie Quinn and Celestia who walked out. Someone like Corvo Jack knows what is best for this business, and Shea Hoxton represents that. I saw Corvo Jack shake Shea Hoxton's hand earlier tonight. What an honor for this young man, Corvo Jack. And now hoping to impress with a victory here over the three-time global champion, Aaron Stone. So here we go, Aaron Stone, Corvo Jack, one-on-one. Jack is not a man who likes to be embarrassed, but he and Alaric are going to go down as having one of the shortest championship reigns in CMV history. Far from the shortest. We've had people lose titles after 5 minutes, after only a day, but when it comes to the Octane Tag Team title, certainly. This is going to be a real test for Corvo Jack, though. Obviously, Aaron Stone not only bigger than him, going to be stronger than him as well. Corvo Jack really going to have to rely on his technical prowess to try and take Aaron Stone down, wear him down, maybe get him to tap out, or if he can connect with that big kick. Look at Stone, though. That's why you don't see Stone necessarily take to the air too often. He did not have that one well calculated. Reversal here by the Frenchman. Big punches to the top of the head. Now we're going to see Corvo Jack. He's connecting with that springboard clothesline. Wait for Stone to get to his feet. This would be a great notch in the belt for Corvo Jack as a singles competitor to defeat the three-time global champion. Runner-up for Male Superstar of the Year. Caught there with that double boot stomp from off the top. Fires back to Stone. Back suplex turned into a face buster. I mean, Aaron Stone's got to be loving the way the night has gone so far. Emmett Jones with that victory over Silas Blackwell and his boy Johnny Emerald arriving on the scene with a great win against Muller Nemeka. Let's see if he can round things out with a win here against Corvo Jack. He's got him in the corner. Oh, hang on a second. Well, here comes, guys, the other half of the Octane Tag Team Champions. Well, there he is. Xander Slate looking to hash things out. This is not the best time. And Corvo Jack going to try to steal it with a roll-up at Aaron Stone. Able to, luckily, avoid getting embarrassed here. Ooh, dang, see how Stone kicked the rope to unbalance Corvo Jack there. Yeah, Xander Slate picking just about the worst time to try and figure out what the situation here is with Aaron Stone. I would probably guess that's intentional, and it almost cost Stone this matchup. Oh, what a big TKO from the Frenchman. He's going to take full advantage of that distraction created by the OG Dirty Heel. And Jack doing exactly what I thought he would, taking Stone down and starting to pick him apart. But Stone's wise to that, going to roll out of the ring, rolls right back in, where Jack takes him down with a gorgeous neck breaker. Both under their feet, now a roll up by Stone. He's going to be the one trying to steal it here. Not even a one count though. The arrow shown, caught with a super kick, and Stone, now pissed off, going to give Corvo Jack all of it with a spear into the pin. 1, 2, but a kick out by Jack just barely. And Stone not going to stop. German suplex in a lot of trouble right now is Corporal Jack, and he knows they're going to roll to the outside, very wisely so. But Aaron Stone is like a bull right now, being let loose from the pen over the top and lays out Corporal Jack at ringside. That's got to be like an anvil falling on top of you right there. Quickly trips him up, does Corporal Jack. Into the midsection setup. Oh no! Power bomb on the hardwood floor. And I think I heard the snap, crackle, and pop of Aaron Stone's spine all the way from over here. Jack gonna get him back into the ring, and this one could be academic at this point. Jack taking his time, not letting Stone go anywhere fast. Tries for a knee drop, and Stone gets out of the way. Tries to go low. No, Corporal Jack says, get that shit out of here. And another big kick right between the eyes. 1, 2, put a kick out. Corporal Jack, look how he wastes no time though. Big knee to the gut, gonna catch him. And Stone takes him by the back of the head up against the ropes. Reversal though, forearm smash there by Jack off the ropes. Big clothesline by Aaron Stone. And now they're gonna go all the way up to the top rope. Gonna fly here, the protein-packed powerhouse looking for a headbutt, but he just slammed his face off the canvas there, and Jack takes control with a gorgeous arm drag. As now he goes up to Brett's rope. Lining up his shot. Another great arm drag. Out wrestling. Oh, but he misses that springboard forearm smash. Stone gonna try for a big boot, looks to go low. Combination put together here by Corporal Jack. Off the ropes he goes. Nice clothesline. He's got the upper hand right now, and he's looking to keep it that way. Stomp to the ankle. And another stomp to the same ankle. Maybe looking for a third one. Stone says enough of that. Gonna force Corporal Jack to retreat into the corner. Stone, no, keep it on him. Oh no. It's like getting hit by a freight train. Corporal Jack getting absolutely mowed down right there. Shoots the half into the pin. 1. But a 1 count is all Stone gets. Gonna pull Corporal Jack to his feet. Pump handle set up here. Pump handle slam. Kicking it old school. I don't know if we can try for that. Yeah, that's slingshot shoulder. Blocked it. He tried for it at the start of the matchup. Up to the top rope now with a clothesline. Back to the top, feeling quite froggy. The moonsault from the near 300-pounder. 1, 2. 2.999999999. That was unbelievably close. Corporal Jack, what a kick out. As he sends Stone off the ropes, another arm drag. Stone, though, right back up to his feet. He knows he can't afford to lay around. Off the ropes again. There's that kick from Corporal Jack. 1, 2. What a match. Corporal Jack is absolutely proving his caliber against the likes of the 3-time global champion Aaron Stone here. As you see him once again try to go to work on the legs of Aaron Stone. But Stone, oh, he rarely pulls this one out. Elevator in the middle of the ring. And that might be enough to do it right there, but Stone says, time for a little special delivery. 1, 2, 3, and Aaron Stone able to eke out a win against a very game Corporal Jack. What a match. And despite Xander Slade attempting to negotiate mid-match, I love that from Stone, kicking the ropes to knock Corporal Jack off balance. Man, we saw the well-documented heart of Aaron Stone on display in this matchup, that's for damn sure. And it is indeed a clean sweep for the Regulators here tonight. What a night for them. But like I said, Corporal Jack, even in defeat, proved that he can hang with the best of the best here on Octane. But in the end, like I said, I'm pretty sure it was over right here after the elevator. Aaron Stone probably could have gone to the pin and had the match won, but he said, let me put that cherry on top. The special delivery, putting away the Frenchman. But the question remains, what of the Octane Tag Team titles? Are they going to be able to coexist and defend them? After everything that's been said over these last couple of weeks, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But for tonight, the Regulators prove why they say they run Octane. Clean sweep. And it's co-event time here, my friends, on Octane number 128 and our Queen of the Hill qualifying match of the evening. We saw them kick off just last night on Shockwave with both Ivy Page and Beatrice Lotus being the first ones to punch their tickets to Absolution. Now who will join them? And, well, the night can get even better, guys, for the Regulators. A win for Emmett Jones, a win for Johnny Emerald in his debut, and that win for Aaron Stone. Now Sophia Eve Faith, guys, as we already have an elimination. Tara Torres gets chucked out. I think that was by suplex. Sophia Eve Faith, guys, in only her second matchup. She, of course, lost her debut a few weeks back on CyberSlam Octane to Tara Torres, who we just saw get eliminated within 20 seconds, maybe even less here. We got Amber Young, suplex of the Undisputed Elite, Sophia Eve Faith, Aki, and Danielle Davis here. Danielle Davis surely got to be the favorite. The former Women's World Champion as Aki takes it to her longtime rival suplex. She's been beefing with the Undisputed Elite. That's since she debuted here in CMV at the end of last season. Amber Young got to be another heavy hitter here. Fresh off of her win against Beatrice Lotus at Ferocity. More so than a win, her live broadcasted murder of Beatrice Lotus, and how Lotus was able to then come back last night on Shockwave and win her Queen of the Hill qualifier, I do not know. I don't think I'll ever know. Just ungodly perseverance by Beatrice Lotus. Well, no doubt Sophia, the underdog here, tries to go high to suplex. Danielle Davis, nice counter. Now drags Plex into the corner. Tori Doyle, a part of one of the Queen of the Hill qualifiers last night on Shockwave. She unfortunately did not win it. Who's going to Absolution? One step away from headlining Ascendance 13 for a shot at the Women's World Championship. Off the ropes goes Danielle Davis. Can't go for a pin though. No pins, no submissions here. You're only eliminated by getting chucked over the top rope. As Aki just was there by suplex. So the guys up next in our main event. It's going to be a steel cage match. As the greatest global champion of all time, Bob Luger, looks to break the arm of Shaquille O'Neal and kick him out of CMV permanently. Only one elimination so far. Taryn Torres taken out pretty much right away. Good kick to the midsection. Faith taken down with a neckbreaker by Danielle Davis. Aki up to the top. Was not connected that attempted clothesline. Suplex though. Set up here by Danielle Davis. Aki's got Amber Young up against the ropes. Big trouble here for the KO bombshell. Danielle Davis also in trouble at the hands of Suplex and some help from Sophia E. Faith. Can they get out Davis together? Yes, they can! The combined effort there of Suplex and Sophia E. Faith paying off. Danielle Davis eliminated the favorite, no doubt about it here. And we are now down to Amber Young, Suplex, Sophia E. Faith, and Aki. One of these four going to Absolution. Nice double leg takedown by Suplex. Open palm strikes, trying to break through the defenses of Amber Young, but obviously the former MMA competitor. And straight defense. Faith saving herself from getting eliminated right there. Nice combination, finishing with the knee to the side of the head. As Plex tries to snap the arm of Amber Young here. And Faith gonna step up to the biggest woman in the matchup. That's a mistake. Send Plex into the corner, full steam ahead here. Dropkick does not even affect Suplex. Aki gonna try to take over. Head kick gets ducked. Faith gonna go after Amber Young instead now. Suplex looking for that Superwoman punch. It's not connected. Aki gets so fast. And the Tanahashi clothesline dropkick to the side of the head. Off the ropes goes Faith. Delivering a shining lizard. Suplex busted open off that full-on smash. Up to the top, Sophia with a moonsault. Shades of her mentor there, but Amber Young able to get out of the way and deliver a big dropkick off the ropes. Kick to the midsection. Amber Young gonna send Suplex off the ropes. Nice takedown, spinning back kick and a crack the jaw. Dodges that kick there now. Grabs Aki from behind for a back suplex face buster. Sophia E. Faith brought to her feet. And it might be time to say goodbye. Amber Young, we're going to choke out the rookie. Hanging on as tightly as she can, but Amber Young, can she get her out? No, Sophia showing some tenacity here. Goes back into the ring and suplex. Meanwhile, that upper body strength is unparalleled. Fisherman's neckbreaker. And not done. Bring it. Oh. They're up there. Sophia E. Faith gonna take advantage. Around and around and around we go. Amber Young might be about to chuck up her lunch. Airplane spin by Sophia E. Faith. I'm getting a little bit dizzy. And Sophia, Suplex. Looking for perhaps the Jill Hammer. But Aki's able to escape, drops down behind her. Sophia E. Fate looking for an opening. Suplex. Gonna take her by the back of the head. Walks her over to the ropes. Dangerous place to be. Suplex. Gonna try to get Fate out of here. But again, Sophia with the monkey-esque grip. Refusing to be eliminated here. Super kick and one to the back of it as well by Aki. Karen Torres and Danielle Davis eliminated so far. Who is going to Absolution? Aki with a bulldog to Amber Young. As Faith eliminates Suplex! Sophia E. Fate has just eliminated Suplex. That's huge. And then there were 3. Air raid siren though to Faith. We are down to Amber Young, Sophia E. Fate, and Aki here. German suplex to Aki as Faith hopes for a second to catch her breath here in the corner, but there's no resting in the matchup like this. Big forearm smash into the corner by the KO bombshell. Out of the corner. Amber Young. But a stop! Oh no! Sophia E. Fate avoiding getting her skull crushed there under the boots of Amber Young. But Aki quickly going to try to take advantage. Almost the midsection though by Faith. They send Aki into the corner. And Sophia, sliced bread. But Young's right behind her. And a double tap by the KO bombshell. That's why you gotta have eyes in the back of your head in a match like this. That's gonna be goodbye, Sophia E. Faith. What a performance by the rookie, though. We are down to 2. Amber Young and Aki. Who's going to Absolution? And it looks like it's gonna be the KO bombshell. No, Aki's fighting back. Pops back into the ring where Young's waiting for her. Gonna drag her over to the ropes. Can Aki do it? Amber Young on the edge here. Aki able to push her off, but Amber Young hangs on. Can she get her off the apron? No, the KO bombshell. Hammering at Aki's knee there to get back into the ring. Gonna try to throw it right back out, but countered by Amber Young. Now in the corner here. Drop kick to the back. As Amber Young looks to deliver some more punishment. Off the ropes, a big boot. Trying to cave in the skull of Aki. Take it all the way over to the ropes. Amber Young looking to chuck Aki out of here, and she does! The KO bombshell is going to Absolution. And laughing at Aki as she celebrates this huge win. And so Amber Young joins Ivy Page and Beatrice Lotus. It's like Lotus just can't escape Amber Young in the Queen of the Hill match at Absolution. Technically 2 eliminations for Sophia E. Fate in this matchup though. Amber Young says that nothing can keep her from championship gold. I gotta say the lineup obviously isn't complete yet. There's still 3 more spots to fill, but Amber Young just might be my pick. You look into those eyes of a killer. And it is now time, my friends, for the moment you all have been waiting for. The greatest global champion of all time. The work ethic titan. The absolute legend. Bob Luger about to break the arm of Shaquille O'Neal and kick him in the ass right out of CMV. This absolute brute who not only put his hands on me a few weeks back, but dared to put his hands on Bob Luger a couple weeks ago after Luger valiantly retained the Global Championship in a triple threat match against Ben Stacy and the bloody twit Chris Andrews. And challenged Luger to this matchup. That's going to be something Shaq looks back on when he's an old man in the wheelchair at the elderly home. The biggest regret of his life when he stepped up to the absolute legend, Bob Luger. The steel cage. Gonna lock these two inside. No escape. You only win by pin or submission. And of course, it was Shaq who locked Bob Luger inside of that very cage a couple of weeks back. Threw the global champion into the side of the cage wall numerous times. How can you cheer for a man who low blows another man? I just don't understand the CMV universe sometimes. The vast majority of the time, as a matter of fact. This washed up has-been. I'm no basketball fan. Look, he was in Scary Movie 4. That's really all I know. And it wasn't even that good of a movie. Probably the weakest of the Scary Movie movies. Let's be honest here. And now he wants to try to come into CMV and step up to the absolute greatest of all time. He must have a death wish. Oh, but he is a large human being. There's no doubt about that. As a matter of fact, no, I'm not entertained. Shaq, I will be though when you're crying in the middle of the ring with a broken arm. Then I'll be entertained. And as the cage lowers down, Bob Luger, Shaquille O'Neal inside of the steel cage. Our main event here on Octane number 128. Luger tries to take it to the big man straight out the gate, but like I said, O'Neal, if nothing else, a massive human being, and Luger having a tough time trying to figure him out as this matchup gets underway. No escape in the cage. You only win by pin or submission. And there, the power of Shaq. Holy shit, just chucked Luger, who is a massive man himself, through the air like it ain't no thing but a chicken wang. With no wrench in the arm there by Luger. Shaq gonna get caught with a kick to the side of the head. Just who does Shaq think he is? Imagine if Bob Luger walked into the NBA when Shaq was in his prime. And Luger just walked up to him and said, I'm the best basketball player in the world. You're nothing, and challenged him to a one-on-one game. Imagine the audacity. I mean, Bob Luger would probably beat him. But that's what Shaq's doing here. And people actually think Shaq stands a chance against the global champion. Please. As you see, Luger wastes no time getting to work now as he's grounded. Shaq going to start to pick apart the arms of the basketball legend. A boot to the side of the head as again Luger having his way with O'Neal here. Bending back on the wrist, gliding ever so elegantly Off the lower back of Shaq there. Now he brings him to his feet. Big forearm smash, and Shaq just ate that. Hook to the jogger to spin Luger around as O'Neal just chucks him again. Pressing that massive. What do you think Shaq wears? Size 17, 18, maybe more? Coming out of the corner here to deliver a big boot. No, Luger's seen it coming. Tries for a double axe handle. Shaq, though, moving quick. Credit where it's due. Double axe handle. Tries for a stomp to the ankle, but no. Luger instead with a kick to the back of Shaq's knee as he tries for a clothesline, but once more unable to topple O'Neal. Irish whip into the corner. Elbow to the side of the head, though, by Shaq, which uses his entire body like a weapon to run Luger down. And now the power, that deadlift running power slam into the pin. One, just a 1 count. And that's the most Shaq's going to get in this matchup. He's lucky he even got that. Oh my God, another power slam. And O'Neal now going to pander to these moronic fans in attendance. Knife edge chop. Another running power slam. Well, Luger, crafty as they come with that kick to the top of Shaq's bald head. And chucks him like a rag doll. And look at this now. Luger gets to work doing what he does best. The greatest pure wrestler in all of CMV today. Gut wrench suplex by the global champion. You are looking at the absolute, the pinnacle of wrestling today. The absolute legend. The greatest global champion of all time, Bob Luger. He waits now for Shaq to get to his feet. Wheel kick, vintage Luger. Able to take the giant off his feet, and now Luger with a deadlift dominator. Shaq might have been rolling early on in this matchup, but it's all over now. Now we are seeing the master do what he does better than anyone else in the world. Fisherman's driver. I mean, this has become one-sided. I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for Shaq. Another fisherman's driver. Oh my God, a third fisherman's driver, back to back to back. Well, there's no escape in the cage. You can only win this match by pin or submission. But I don't think Luger's looking to escape from the top. Oh, but he misses the wheel kick. And Shaq comes back to life with a kick to the gut. Luger, though, responds to the big right hook. Back and forth now here. Bob Luger and Shaquille O'Neal toe-to-toe. Neither backing down. Right hook by Shaq. Luger mocking him, egging him on. Oh, but a big boot by O'Neal. And now Shaq. Oh, no. Shaq knife power bomb into the pin. 1, 2. Not even. I don't even think that was a 2 count. Oh, well, Bob Luger's still in trouble. Luger, watch out! Choke slam! 1, 2. But Luger endures as he always does. Picking himself in the corner. Come on, Shaq. Ever heard about a little bit of professional courtesy? Let Luger get to his feet. What do I expect, though? Shaq's proved himself to be nothing more than a brute over these last few weeks. No. Luger! Another choke slam, but Luger with the elbow to the side of the head. Big neck breaker. Takes O'Neal down, and the work ethic tight with laser-like focus. Up to Brett's rope as Shaq on Shaq on spaghetti legs. Big shot to the back of the knee. And Shaq obviously probably doesn't have the greatest knees after his long career in sports. And, well, he's getting up there in age as well. Which again, I ask, what the hell is he thinking getting into a steel cage with the absolute greatest of all time and Bob Luger? He must have a death wish. And now look at Luger treating that man like a pancake. Coney Island Cyclone. 1, 2. Shaq, to his credit, is able to kick out, but Luger tried for a Luger landing. No! Caught! Spine buster! Stomped to the gut by O'Neal. Luger, you gotta get out of there! Someone help it! The global champion shouldn't even have been in this match! I gotta help him, but I can't! No, not like this! Come on, man! That's an illegal choke! And O'Neal! Looking for another choke slam! Get that damn cage up! Get that damn cage up right now! He needs help! That absolute monster! That villain, Shaquille O'Neal! What did Luger do to deserve such absolute animalistic behavior from this supposed legend? Someone go help him, goddammit! I can't watch it. I can't watch it again. Makes me sick to my stomach. Yeah, cheer for this monster. I gotta go help Luger. Forget this.